you're giving me a payout of this, and other network is giving me a payout of this. They're converting higher, so my earnings per click are actually slightly higher with that network. Can you increase the payout to match that, or find out why the conversion rate may be lower? And these sorts of things in the end will lead to you making more money because you get some sort of improvement in terms of your commissions. So that split testing is great there because it gives you ammunition to use with affiliate networks to actually improve situations on your side. Now, in the end, this is all about building a process and a system, and something which you can go through naturally almost every time that you actually look at offers and start thinking about campaigns. It's kind of a system which you'll drill into your mind so that it becomes very easy because you naturally do it by habit. So you're always going to do your due diligence with offers every single time. Don't assume that something is going to work or it's not going to work without doing this due diligence. The only exception, I guess, is when you have a very, very good relationship with a network or an affiliate manager and they say this offer is doing great and it's legit, and you trust them enough to just throw that straight into a campaign you've already got going to test it. As part of that process, don't make assumptions, always test things. Don't place your faith in one offer or one affiliate manager, one network, one approach, one way of doing things. Because in the end, this is basically like putting all of your eggs in one basket. And putting all your eggs in one basket isn't it's not necessarily the worst thing if you control the basket and you have control over the risk associated with having all the eggs in that basket. But in these cases, you don't. So don't put all of those eggs in that basket that you don't control. And you can find out certain things later in the process that, if you do find things later in your process that would have removed things from your list of eligible offers much earlier. Say, for example, you find when you go through the offer terms and conditions, it says it's not allowed Facebook, for example, and then you realize that you've already checked that domain again in some competitive intelligence tool. You've already done some research there and invested some time, and then later on have found, I can't even run this. What a waste of time. Move those critical things to earlier in your process so that it becomes as strategic and time efficient as possible, because this will save you a lot of time in the future, because you will spend a lot of time actually doing offer research to make sure that when you commit money and creative time to making ads and landers and launching campaigns into an offer, you know that that offer is worth pursuing. So this process really has to be high quality and has to come before you actually waste your important time and money on campaigns. Now, that's all I wanted to talk about today. So to finish off the day, there'll be various resources that are attached to the submodule. So there'll be a checklist for a process in terms of picking offers. Again, this will be a basic approach, a basic checklist, because we will go over this in more detail later in the course. And what you can do is you can build and customize your own here, move things around. There'll be a list of traffic and offer types and appropriate traffic sources, so a matrix there of how things sort of match up and gel together. And then, of course, there'll be tasks like with every day. And one of the things I suggest for today is to actually go to one of your affiliate managers or multiple ones, ask for a list of top performing offers, and actually try playing around with this process. Actually do some research, check things on ODigger and OfferVault, and do some spying in the wild. Actually test this process a little bit and see how you go.